Isaiah 26 verse 4. Trust in Adonai forever, for the Lord Adonai is the rock of ages. The Lord Adonai is the rock of ages. See, I am a geologist. So this phrase, rock of ages, sends shivers down the spines of my textbooks in reverent fear of a truth these pages were not privileged enough to contain. Like, although the geological timescale spans from beginning to present, a period of 4.5 billion years, there exists a rock with no beginning and no end. To him, a day is as 1,000 and 1,000 a day, so 4.5 billion years could have easily been 4 days. Radiometric dating cannot tell you that. Even to call him a time traveler will not make sense, for he exists in the past, the present, and the future at the same time, yet outside the confines of time. See, I am a confounded geologist. For this phrase, rock of ages, is as an earthquake immeasurable, even off the Richter scale, to my rock classification table, because this rock cannot be classified. 1. He cannot be sedimentary, made up of layers of lithified material with discontinuities between layers, because he is consistent, the same yesterday, today, and forever too. He cannot be igneous, like granite, though solid and strong and made up mainly of 3 minerals, quartz, felt by mica, just as he is 3 in 1, God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. But in him there exists no triple junction where one begins and the other ends. He is omniscient, omnipresent, occupying all spaces at all times as 3 in 1, 3. Metamorphic rocks bow down and are engulfed as xenoliths in the magma of his presence, because unlike them, no amount of heat or pressure can change him, but instead, he is the consuming fire that melts rocks like butter. Yet preserves 3 men in a furnace, he is the 4th man. The glue between sand grains and crystals that form continents and cratons, but he is not confined down to earth, for heaven is his throne and the earth is his footstool. And even these asteroids and meteors, though high above the earth, are soon obliterated at the center of his atmospheric presence. While scientists on the earth below wreck their brains writing thesis after thesis, trying to theorize and hypothesize the mystery of this rock so strong, Moore's hardness scale is but a child's play to measure him. But he is the engineering geologist's best friend, because anything built upon this rock will stand for eternity. The hydrogeologist in me is inundated by this aquifer, body of rock from which springs rivers of living waters, whom the bio and geochemist cannot decipher the composition, for it looks like water but has a composition of blood. While the geophysicist cannot measure the intensity of his magnetism that draws shepherds and wise men to a rock, rocked to sleep in a manger, and later draws men with hearts like stone towards him. No amount of time can weather or erode him. No man can ignore him. You cannot bury him, for at his command the stone rolls away and makes way for the King of glory. And even these rocks we call planets spin in orbit around the sun as a metaphor for our gravity pull and dependence upon the sun. The stone the builders rejected, which has now become the chief cornerstone, whose spirit is more life-giving than the air we breathe, uncontainable in ribs, in lungs beneath rib cages which burst open to let him in, not simply to contain him, but to be contained in him. As children who can cry, Abba, Father, when my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to a rock that is higher than I, and I am just but a geologist who knows that I can study this one rock for 3 years and I will only understand to a certain degree. An additional year would be an honor, and even beyond that, I will still not be a master qualified to carry these titles: child of God and daughter